Welcome. This is the Daily Devotional with this great book, Inspired Evidence. Let's read. It's actually Labor Day, September 2, inspired by history. In the 1600s, Dr. Jan Baptist von Helmont left wheat in an open jar with dirty underwear. Several weeks later, mice appeared. From this experiment, Dr. von Helmont concluded that mice spontaneously arose from wheat and dirty underwear. Other scientists of the day offered a second proof that life could arise from dead things. These early scientists left uncovered rotten meat lying on a table. After 2 weeks, living maggots appeared within the meat. For many years, this was the reigning paradigm of science. Life produces itself spontaneously from non-living matter. In 1668, Dr. Francisco Redi slightly changed the maggot experiment by covering the rotting meat with cheesecloth. The result, no maggots appeared. He realized that for maggots to appear, there needed to be parent flies. Finally, Dr. Louis Pasteur began a series of experiments with broth that proved once and for all that life comes from living things and dead things never come to life. Through careful experimentation, Louis Pasteur discovered the law of biogenesis. Bio, life, Genesis, beginning. That life begets life. This law of science has never been violated by any experiment or observation. Pasteur went on to apply this discovery to the process of pasteurizing milk, which has prevented millions of deaths by stopping microorganisms from growing in milk. Ironically, the same year that Pasteur, a strong Christian believer, proved that life could never have arisen by itself, therefore life must have been made by God, Charles Darwin, angry with God over the death of his young daughter, published The Origin of the Species, supposedly showing how one form of life could transform itself into another. This rapidly led to the belief that life did come from non-life. That year was 1859, a landmark year for broth, truth, and deception. Wow, that's so awesome. I did not know that Louis Pasteur was a Christian believer, and I did not know also that Charles Darwin's grieving for his daughter was the cause of his scientific beliefs. Okay, let's read the scripture quoted of the day. It's Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Wow, that's cool. That's great. That's all for this. That concludes this reading, a book by Bruce Malone and Julie Von Vet, Daily Devotional, which we read every day for a whole year. Today, I was at the beach. It rained after an hour of hanging out and swimming at the beach. The water was warm and was wonderful. Thankfully, I had set up a beach tent, and that gave us some cover, but eventually I had to leave, and it was one of these tents where you have to pile up some sand on the side so it stands straight. Threw the whole thing in the dumpster after we got back because I was like, nah, I'm not gonna clean all this. And it was leaking water, a little bit of water anyway, in the middle of the rain. We really didn't get wet, but the whole tent got really dirty. Really, it's just a matter of rinsing it, but I don't want to go through all that trouble, so I just threw it away. Maybe some dumpster diver can find it. Anyhow, I'll be back tomorrow with the Daily Devotional. Have a great day. Logan.
Let me know when you want to get shells. Seashell hunting. Let's do seashell.
Build a castle.
Do you want to build a castle first?
Yes.
Okay, then let's get the money. But there's lots of seashells to get.
Yeah, we need those for the walls. Ow, but we're level 1, so these are our walls.